Hi again guys, welcome back to this review of the T-Cube Extreme version, and I'm calling this the Extreme version 1. Now what I've done to this one is, if you see my other Extreme and Ultimate videos, I put two of these little, I'll just grab one, Extreme as they're called, centerpieces inside. So two of the faces are bandaged. Now you see this baby face turns perfectly normally, as you would expect. However, this baby face you can't turn at all, and this baby face you can't turn at all either. What you can do, what happens is when you turn this slice face, as you can see here, this baby face stays still, and the same applies to this slice here. You can turn this slice here, but again the baby face above it stays perfectly still. Now, if you saw my recent L-Cube Extreme / Ultimate that I uploaded, it was a little bit disappointing because you couldn't scramble it properly. However, whilst I haven't actually scrambled this yet, I've only just finished making it, I'm confident that it will scramble a lot better than the L-Cube did, because straight away you can see that I can scramble things on this one baby face that turns. So I can get all the baby faces scrambled even though I can't actually turn two of them. So it should be better scrambled and a more involved solve at least. What his level of difficulty is, I don't know. The actual regular T-Cube isn't too hard at all. It's basically on a par with the rest of the series. If you can solve the rest of the series, you can solve the T-Cube without too much difficulty. They're still fun puzzles though. I enjoy the entire series. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to trying it with these bandaging. I have no idea how difficult it will make it, but well, we'll find out soon. I'm going to scramble it now and see what it's like. So obviously we want to do scrambling without shape shifting to begin with. Yeah, you can see straight away this is scrambling much more effectively without any doubt whatsoever. You're able to get all three baby faces well and truly scrambled. It's going to take a bit longer than it normally might because I can only turn one of the baby faces, but that's not really a big deal. No, of course that wouldn't turn, could have put the orange centre on there. So there's still going to actually be, looking at it, some pieces I can't move, like this orange blue and orange green, because I can't get them up to the turnable face effectively, because I can't rotate this face to turn them up. I mean, I could perhaps, no, that's not going to work either because I can't turn this. Well, I suppose I could do it like that, but things are going to get shape-shifted and bandaged too quickly, and I'm going to lose my way and end up not being able to turn anything. So I prefer to do it like this to begin with. Perhaps once it's more thoroughly scrambled, I might see if I can do that effectively then. But yeah, it's definitely a bit more challenging to scramble than it would normally be, but that's fine. Hopefully that's going to mean it's more challenging to solve than it would normally be as well. Okay, so I think I can call those pretty much scrambled now. Now let's see if I can get this orange blue, orange green, and well, the orange green I can turn up at any point like that, so that's not a problem. That's already been done like that, so that's fine. So it's really just this orange green and orange blue here. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, so I can actually get them scrambled like that, so that's okay. So presumably I can do a similar thing on this one, yeah, no, that doesn't work, does it? Oh, then where is that on the other one? Oh, I see, because he brought that up. Yeah. Oh well, I think that's about as scrambled as it's going to get in that case, in the non-shape shifted form. So I'll now scramble it with shape shifting, and remembering that now that I've got, actually, once I start shape shifting, I can't actually turn this face anymore, because what happens is, as with any shape shifting cuboid, as I found on the L cube, as soon as you start shape shifting, this face becomes bandaged to this face, which is normal for every cuboid. That's what always happens. But because this face can't move, this slice layer can no longer turn either. So once it's shape shifted, you effectively completely blocked that turn. And the same is going to apply if I shape shift this baby face over here, which presumably will happen at some point in the scramble, like there. And oh, that one does turn. That's weird. So, oh, is this that blocked? Oh, that's the blocked one. That's why. So yeah, this one will no longer turn. I was looking at the wrong face. I knew there was something wrong there. Oh well. Yep, I make silly mistakes sometimes. What can I say? Alright, this is looking pretty messed up now. I've got two faces that I can't turn at all, which is this one and that one. So the orange and green. So let's put those at the back and bottom so I don't try to turn them accidentally. Don't want to break things by trying to turn something that isn't meant to turn, isn't able to turn. Alright then, as you can see, I think that's pretty much thoroughly scrambled now. So that's good. It got scrambled a lot better than the L cube did, and I suspect it's probably going to be something more difficult to solve than that. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. That's it for this video, I think. Can't think of anything else to say to you. I'll be back once I've hopefully solved it to let you know what I think of it. Alright then, I'll see you next time. Okay then, so as you can see, the puzzle is now solved. This one was definitely a lot trickier than the L cube was. It took me a good few hours to figure out how to solve this. But the good thing about it was, while it was a lot more difficult, it wasn't ever the case that I felt that I was never ever going to solve it. It always seemed like I just need to figure out one little thing to move on to the next stage, and obviously that's good about a puzzle. It's good when you can see kind of where you need to go, but you just can't quite figure out exactly how to do it as yet. And yeah, eventually I figured it out today while I was at work, and yeah, I was very pleased when I finally solved it. Definitely felt like a good achievement, so I'm happy to have solved this one. There were a couple of pieces especially that were most difficult. If you remember when I was scrambling, I had difficulty separating some of these pieces here out, and of course that also meant they were the difficult ones to sort out in the end. I also ran into some problems with the final part. Basically I did a kind of cuboid solve finally on these top and bottom two layers of this, if you ignore this bit here, the 3x3x5 that's left over. But of course I can't turn the green face here, so things like the adjacent corner swap I weren't able to do. I kind of devised a slightly new method of doing that, which, I mean, it's basically just a new way of using the algorithms we all already know. Those of us that know cuboid algorithms, so it wasn't anything massively innovative or anything like that, but I was quite pleased that I managed to figure that out. And yeah, the most challenging part was most definitely returning it to cuboid shape, and then there's a definite orientation you need to hold the puzzle in to return it to cuboid shape. There's only one way that works really for traditional 3x3 methods, and then, as I said, trying to put these four pieces in, the green and orange and blue and orange, they were definitely tricky. But yeah, definitely a fun solve. I'm going to take this apart and turn it into what I'm going to call the T-Cube version 2, whereas this one's got the sorry, the T-Cube Extreme version 2, whereas this one's got the orange and green faces blocked and these slices that move. And another thing I was playing with today, it was quite interesting. If you turn the centre layer, then those baby faces move, which is quite fun. So instead of having those two blocks, I'm going to have the top and bottom face blocks and this one rotating, which is going to be interesting, because if these corners all scramble properly, it's going to be quite difficult to get them solved, I think, because you're not going to be able to do cuboid algorithms at all, because you won't be able to turn the top layer, and it's going to be the same this way around. So you're not going to be able to do corner swaps top to bottom like that. So I'm kind of curious exactly how that's going to work. I've got an idea of strategies already. I've been thinking about how exactly I'd go about it. But more often than not, my ideas of strategies don't always play out when it comes to solving the puzzle. But yeah, I'm looking forward to having a play with that, and I'll show you what it's like once it's done. Alright then guys, thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please click like and subscribe if you do, and I'll catch you next time. Take care now. Bye.